Welcome back to the PTOUnlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode... I sound different.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you're good.
This is episode 106.
106.
By the way, also, 2 years, 2-year anniversary. We are 2 years old today.
Yay.
Why are you going woo? It's a big deal.
No, it is a big deal.
You just proposed
Woo!
it.
Yeah! We got a cupcake.
We do.
You got a cupcake sitting right here.
No knife.
Because we're two.
I
We're
got
two.
a knife.
We're two.
Blade's probably not clean, though.
We're two.
Yes.
We're two.
I'm not going to do it.
I did it. But other than that, we'll see. Wow, that's pretty cool. Aw, Alex, you looked at it.
Ooh, she slap you in your face.
Let's move into the...
So
I don't have to slap him in the face. I just have to give him the look that slaps him in the face.
It does.
so I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There's like, I slap you in the face look, and then there's like, I'm going to kick you in your balls look.
How different are the looks?
You don't want to know.
There was a story that GameSpot did that apparently some teenager in
Kentucky.
No, I heard it was one of the Carolinas.
Oh,
If we're talking about the same thing.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What
either in Kentucky or one of the Carolinas.
I thought I saw
this
Kentucky.
kid, this teenager, was in the top, was in a game of Fortnite, would not seek shelter during a tornado because he was one of the final players.
Yeah.
Until he started to see roofs flying off of houses out the window. So
Was
he's
he
like,
twitching or
okay.
something?
No, he just wanted to win.
Was this recorded or?
Well, the news interviewed.
Yeah, the news interviewed it. But okay, hold on. You're
So he could have
promoting
just
bad
lied?
behavior.
He could have just lied.
Is what they're doing.
Like, how do we know this is a for sure thing?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just trusting.
Like, I could see if it was like a Twitch stream or something, I can see that. But it's just, hey, oh, by the way, this would be an interesting story.
You want proof?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Not interesting. I think it's dumb.
It is very dumb.
It's very dumb.
You never tempt Mother Nature like that. If there's danger, get your butt to a safe place during a tornado.
Yeah, especially
because you know where you can't play Fortnite? Up in the friggin' tornado while you're spinning around.
No, but it'll be okay. Now, I always wondered what it would feel like to be in a tornado, like in one. But then you're just like, I'm sure it would hurt.
Yeah, if you're getting hit by
debris. Yeah.
If you didn't die from being hit by debris.
And it was in Carolina, by the way, one of the Carolinas. North Carolina, local team was just staying put, trying to survive the storm.
While he was
in Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's what he told the news station.
So for our weekend, we went out to Flashbacks, which is now called Flashbacks Live.
Fort Wayne doesn't have a lot of nightclubs or dance clubs. They used to, but they just keep getting shut down.
We got there at about 10:30 at night.
It was like 10:45, really.
I wasn't that far off.
Yeah.
We probably arrived. No.
Oh, sorry. This is a funny story. The boys went in one car and the girls went in another. The boys got there at 10:30. Josh calls me about 10:30, goes, "Where are you? I thought you guys were following us." And my sister, because we go to Flashbacks all the time,
You went to the wrong place?
We were going, well, we didn't get there, but we turned on one road and all of a sudden we're there for a little bit. And Ashley, Shane's wife, turns and goes, "Where are we going?" And we're like, "Oh, we're just going to Flashbacks. It's all right."
Right.
we automatically started driving to Flashbacks.
One of my friends said she thought she saw you too.
She probably did.
Probably did. Yeah, we were all over.
I said, yeah, they were there. So.
Yeah, we were there and we were all over the place.
She was not impressed. Were you?
At first, no.
At first, we were actually all standing in a circle and waiting for the band was supposed to be done. It was advertised 11. What do you think, like 11:15 for like an encore or something? They didn't get off the stage till 11:45.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
see, I don't for that venue. I don't want live music.
Well, that's what we weren't there for the live music. Now, were they good? Yeah, they were good. They were like an 80s hair band.
They were fine.
They sounded pretty good for what they did. We don't want to be here for the band. We want
old
to
music.
dance.
Basically, no dancing if there's a live band.
Right.
Until the live band gets off the stage and takes their stuff off the stage, because the stage opens up and becomes the dance floor along with what's in front.
Right.
I'm just waiting my turn to talk about Flashbacks.
Go ahead.
Alex.
Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
So
At first, yes, it sucked. My opinion. Go ahead.
Gonna wait till he's speaking.
Go ahead.
Can I go now? Is it good?
Yes. It's
okay.
good.
The live band, I was like, these guys are horrible. I don't like them. And they said, and we are booked here every Friday and Saturday for the next year. And I'm just like, guess who's not coming here for the next year?
Well, at least not until 11:30.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Once the band left the stage, the drunk people started getting on the stage.
Oh, man, that was fun.
I was like, people are going to fall. I saw one person fall off the stage.
You have to. I tried.
Yeah, but that's not any different than the old.
See, and
place,
that's what I said. I was like, you have to compare it to the old flashbacks. The old flashbacks had a dance floor with stairs as the stage, which was honestly worse.
Yeah, could
I
really
guess.
hurt yourself.
And the stage actually in the new flashbacks live is carpeted.
Yeah, because the platforms were plastic, so you spill a drink
and you
slip
just
and slide.
slip. Yes.
And especially like I'd always be afraid for the bridesmaids and the brides because they can just step wrong on their high heels and
or their dress
and
yeah.
just fall off.
That's why not until the end of the night did we ever get up on like the stairs at flashbacks.
Exactly. But other than that, they
played great music.
We left at about 2:30, and we got home safely and everything. It was a good night. It was fun.
Sunday I went and I donated plasma. As bad as this sounds, I'm doing it for the money.
No, that's fine.
I think a lot of people do it for the money.
I think most people do it for the money, even though
the
testimonials say, "Oh, you do it because you're
saving a life."
Sure.
It also makes you feel better.
But here's the thing:
for doing it,
they are screwing you out of so much money.
They are.
You have no idea how much
a bag of plasma
worth.
goes for 10 times the amount.
But at the same time, it's an hour out of your day. I'm going to use it as pay off some stuff / my fun money, and I will probably use it to get a PS4 because
God of
War is getting 10s across the board.
It's ridiculous how much I'm seeing that now.
Not
on
only
the
that,
internet.
I'm sure Spider-Man's going to get at least a 9.
Rate high.
It's projected, myself personally, by watching the videos and seeing all the reports on it, it's projected to be a higher up video game. So let's move on from there, guys.
Why don't you talk about Sea of Thieves since we hit God of War?
A lot of things to talk about. First of all, it's getting new content. It's coming up next month, actually, is when they're bringing out the first release of, not DLC, they're doing the GTA style and doing updates. So everything is just getting updated. New things coming out. And it's going to be called the Hungering Deep is what this first update is going to be called. It's bringing in some new AI, a new AI threat to go up against, and I think it said something about a new ship. So, and it says adding new mechanics to assist players and unique rewards to earn. So this update is going to enliven Sea
they're
of Thieves
listening to what we want, which is nice.
So, and it's going to be going on throughout the rest of this year. Like they're going to be doing, they have at least 6 planned. There's another one coming out called the Forsaken Shores content update, and it's going to introduce a new world. So I'm going to guess we're going into the dark stuff of pirates. That'd be cool.
That'd be so cool.
I mean, there's so much about this that I'm really excited about.
I don't even think we've traveled to every island yet.
Brett, I know that you haven't played in a while. What would bring you back?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, it's just I don't like that art style, even with additional content. What I've realized in my video game is playing now, for the most part, I want it to be a simulation of something I can't do, and that needs to be somewhat realistic.
So graphics matter to you?
Yeah, they do, in the sense that that's why I like Ghost Recon Wildlands. Because one thing that I respect the hell out of is military operators. One thing I know I can't do is be a military operator, and that's what you are in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Okay.
And I thought those guys are so... real ones are so badass that I wish I could do that. And that's what Ghost Recon Wildlands does for me. So that's kind of where the majority of why I play video games. It's to do something I can't do.
Okay.
So like an RPG in a way.
Well,
in a
most
sense,
RPGs are fantasy.
I know, but in a sense, that is what an RPG is. It's a role-playing game for you in your head. Yes, I know it's not a role-playing game.
For instance, is not an RPG.
You'd probably like The Division then.
Well,
because that's RPG.
It's
a skill tree.
When we tried it, I didn't like it because I didn't like the difficulty of this human person being so much higher than this other human person.
I get that.
Another reason why I like Splinter Cell is because that character is such a badass that he can do that I can't do that.
Right.
But here I am in this world doing that.
So, getting back on Sea of Thieves here, Brett, you can't really participate in this because you're not going to play it ever again.
Apologize. Well, I wouldn't say never, but
Right.
I would play possibly if y'all were playing and you were doing this thing, but there's nothing really that makes me want to go back to.
Okay. What would you like to see added? Like
I
personally,
want more loot.
You want more loot? Okay.
Yes, I want loot.
I've made an entire.
Every time we go to an island, I get excited because I'll find like a secret chest.
Mm-hmm.
But I want more loot and I want more money for what I get.
Yes. Yes.
That's the other thing too. I was like, I picked up a skull or a chest that took me a half an hour to get, and then I drive or I sailed 10 minutes back and I get $100 for it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's disappointing.
A lot of grinding for
Yes.
very little payout.
Yeah, so
I want more loot and more. There's these beautiful islands, and I mean, I'm tired of every time I see barrels, I'm like, oh, what can be in these barrels besides bananas and planks and cannonballs?
Well, I found a book.
Yeah, we did.
That gave us a quest to do while we were Twitch
so
streaming.
I want more stuff to find.
So I've listed some stuff up here. I want more sea combat.
I do want more sea combat.
Like, I want NPC ships and enemies. More. I want a random pirate to show up that's not part of the real world.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to fight an AI pirate like Blackbeard.
I want to be able to participate if I want to, kind of like the Skull Raid.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sea of Thieves, what I like about it is that it's laid back.
It is.
I choose my own battles besides the random person that tries to kill me or the Kraken.
If there's like a dark spot on the map and you knew that could be like a troublesome area, you'd stay away from that if you didn't want to deal with that combat.
That's what I mean. I don't want to be all of a sudden overloaded.
So last Wednesday, you had
a bit of a concerning thing happen to me last Wednesday. I didn't really know what to make of it, but on my way home, I left here after we recorded and I went home, and so I pull up to the last intersection before I would turn into my apartment complex.
Okay. Right by the church.
There's a car in front of me, and then a car behind me a little ways, wasn't stopped yet. So light goes green, and the car in front of me does not move. So I'm like, maybe they're looking at their phone, whatever. So I wait, don't honk, don't holler, nothing, and he pulls forward then. And he gets moving pretty quick, but then he pulls over to the right once he's through the intersection.
Okay.
So I'm like, what is this guy doing? You can't really pull over there.
Right.
And I would have maybe stopped and waited, but the car behind me was coming up, and I didn't want him to be stuck in the intersection. Right. So I go around the car.
Yeah.
It's a 2-lane road, or street. There was no cars coming the opposite direction, so I just kind of pull out and go around this car that was then pulled over to the right.
Yeah.
Didn't go fast, didn't fly by, didn't honk my horn, just go around. So then this car that was in front of me quickly gets behind me, in front of the car that was coming behind me.
Okay.
So what was that? Why did he do that? So, and I'm coming up to turn left into my apartment complex. So I'm like, okay. So I turn into my apartment complex, and he follows. I don't know if he is following me, but just in case he is,
good eye.
I'm not going to go home.
Right.
Yes.
I'm going to make a few more turns, see if he
is
parks somewhere in my apartment complex or what. If I turned into where I live, it's a dead end.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did not want to corner myself.
Right.
So I go back out, come up to the stop sign. He gets up behind me and he flashes his brights at me. So now I know he's following me.
Yeah.
So I pull out to go left, and I'm getting a little concerned. I'm like, what do I do? I would come up to the next stop, which is a 3-way stop. So I'm heading back towards Maple Crest.
Yep.
Yes.
And now I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah.
So come up to Maple Crest. At this point, it's like 9:30.
Yep.
So there's no traffic. It's a red light, and I'm going to go right. I see that he gets in the left turn lane then. I'm like, please turn left. So I turn right, and I do it quickly. It's a red light, no traffic. I turn right onto this road. He gets out of the left turn lane and turns right.
Oh,
so now I know he hit.
That is not cool.
And I'm screwed because it's a 4-lane road.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he gets up right beside me, puts his window down, and he starts screaming at me.
What was he saying?
I didn't listen because I was a little bit thinking of, what am I going to do? What if he doesn't stop? What if he waits for me to stop? I'm not armed in any way.
No.
So I just thought all I can really do is call 911.
Yeah.
I
Just say you have someone following
I'm not
you.
going to square off with this guy
Right.
on the
Yeah.
side of the road where there's...
Well, you do realize that if you go up a little bit further, you're at the fire station.
Did you see him? What he looked like and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Was he a bigger guy?
He was bigger than
Could
me.
he have taken you?
Well, who knows?
Who knows? Just
tell
because
by
they're
quick
bigger
look.
doesn't mean they can take it.
So I didn't put my window down. I didn't have any interest in listening to what he said. I could just tell that he was mad.
Yeah.
And I wasn't at 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour going to try to figure out.
He was
why
yelling
he was
while you
mad.
were driving?
Oh, yeah. While we were driving down the road.
Oh, my
So
God.
I call 911.
Yeah.
And as I think about it now and have over the last few days, that might have been an overreaction.
No.
But
No.
I
No.
really
No.
didn't know.
You don't know these days.
What if he doesn't stop?
Exactly.
Yes.
So I call 911, and he sees me with my phone up to my head, and he pulls off then.
Good. Did you get make and model or anything?
I did.
Good.
Okay.
So, 911 answers. I'm like, well, he stopped, but I was just followed for several miles and then was, I guess, harassed by some driver. He just pulled up beside me and started screaming. All right, where are you? Where did this happen? What kind of car are you in? What kind of car is he in?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, he is gone now, right? Did you see any weapons or anything? No. Would you like to meet with an officer anyway? I'm like, well, yeah, I better just to tell them what happened.
And that
just
might
in
calm you
case,
down too.
Yes,
Yeah.
just in case he doesn't stop and finds the next driver,
Yeah.
So I go to the Target parking lot and I wait. Go into the Target. I'm like, I don't know what this guy's problem was. All I did was go around him slowly because he appeared to pull over and he started following me. And they're like, yeah, we actually get calls for stuff like this often.
Really?
I'm like, unbelievable. He's
That's
like, yeah,
crazy.
who knows what you did to piss him off, but he was. We'll pass it on to, third shift in case they get any more calls, but obviously there's not a lot I can do about it now. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I just thought somebody should know. And so I went ahead and went home, and I was nervous going home.
Oh, yeah.
I
'Cause you
still
were
had to
right
go.
next to
I
your-
was right next to my apartment.
Yeah.
So, no problems. But I'm thinking afterwards, I'm like, in the event that you are followed and then harassed by another driver late at night in Fort Wayne, you have no idea what they're going to do.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
as Fort Wayne is not really a big city.
No, but it's
When
full
you
of
think about
not
large
so
cities,
nice people.
Right.
but it has all the violent crime
It
of
does.
a large city.
It does.
Yeah.
So you just don't know. He could have started blasting,
Right. I wouldn't say that we're a terrible city, but we're definitely not.
It's definitely a city where you don't want to be in your situation.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And
So-
that you have a right and you have a peace of mind to go, I know that there's enough violence around here to know it's not safe for me to pull over and start talking to this guy.
Fort
Right.
Wayne has a serious gang problem.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I started thinking, if I'm him, how did he know that if he rolls up on somebody like that, that I'm not going to start blasting?
He must have
He must have been on something.
It goes
Yeah.
both ways, and
It
he very
does.
well could have. He could have
Yeah.
been drunk. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it made me remember, and I usually always am, be aware of your surroundings. 'Cause so you had a moment of rage where you weren't
yeah.
thinking clearly, and now it turned into, oh crap, they're after me now.
That's my fault.
Okay, so
See,
this is totally Josh.
I get road rage.
He gets really bad. Like, all right, so I get road rage, but I keep it
Contained.
in my car. Josh will roll down his window and just go
Yeah.
like this, or he'll flip the bird, or he'll yell, and I'm like, I'm over here like this, like,
It's just,
and I'm gonna go, Josh, you're gonna get shot one
it's
day.
a little dangerous.
Brett,
Hmm?
you are part of the dating scene right now.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
ghosting.
Oh, excuse me.
Everyone goes through puberty.
I'm going through puberty.
I didn't
So-
do that.
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I just went, hey.
Well, you did that last week.
Yeah, I did with
Nintendo.
Boundless.
Yeah.
Boneless.
And Nintendo, I think, too. So down in Indianapolis, this couple went on a date. The date went okay. Nothing bad happened. Let's just say that. The guy wanted to date her again, go on another date. Kept on texting her. She wasn't messaging back. She was ghosting him. That's the phrase I'm using here. Because this is reported on Yahoo right now that this guy, because he'd never got a response back from this woman, sent her an invoice for their date
Yeah, I heard about this.
and said, if I don't receive payment, I will send you to collections. Because she didn't have the decency to say no or I'm not interested. If she would have said something, I think this would have gone a different way. But she did this on Twitter. She posted the invoice and said on it about it saying, "A guy just mailed me a bill for our dinner a few weeks ago because I didn't text him back. I can't make this shit up."
Did
what she said.
Did he bill her for just what she had or the whole dinner?
What she had.
Just what she had.
I'm pretty sure.
Not that makes it better, but
the bill is so a few drinks on tap. Actually, the place is called The Tap. This is down in Indianapolis.
Okay. All right, yeah.
And her food, which was hickory smoked barbecue pulled pork tacos, which sound amazing.
That's not exactly dinner or date food, but okay.
Yeah. So unit price $10, $14.50, and then he also sent her a processing fee for $1.99.
Okay, that's stupid.
So the total altogether was $39.52
for her meal.
I want to know your view on it. Since you're on the dating scene,
I've got my I'm ready to go.
If I were to go on a date, I would assume that I am paying for everything.
Absolutely. That's the gesture.
If they come back with, well, let me pay for something, I'd say, you know what, leave tip.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Now,
and I would not expect the girl
be.
to do that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily. I kind of like to see I'm not expecting you to pay the entire bill. Mm-hmm. Let me contribute maybe a little something. Neither one is worse or better than the other.
But if she doesn't message you back, do you expect to pull this move?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
There's no way, no matter what, if she never talked to me again, would I expect her to pay for half, for what she had on the date. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Okay. What do you think, Alex?
She's going to disagree with me. I can tell by the look on her face.
I actually love the fact that this guy's doing it.
Really?
I do. I think it's awesome because we have this standard now, because you guys, honestly, I think guys get shit on because of this. You're just like, okay, well, I'm a girl and I'm going out on a date with a guy, so that automatically that automatically makes it so that way you guys have to pay for the meal. I get a free meal out of it because she could have been doing that. She could just be like, oh, yeah, I'll go out on a date with you because I'm going to get a free meal. $39 for your side of the meal? Are you freaking kidding me?
The guy should have a clue before the date even starts if she's somewhat, unless it's a blind date, which is possible.
All right, guys, I want to stop you real quick. I don't think he's doing that because of the reason you guys think he's doing it. I think he's doing it because he's like, I was nice. I was a gentleman. I paid for your food. You didn't give me the decency of saying whether or not this is going to be a thing or not.
Any date you go on, you have a risk of her never calling you, texting you, anything again.
The fallout.
That's part of dating. You can't talk. You haven't been dating your entire life.
I understand that, but I see where he's coming from. Do I think it's a little overboard?
No.
Yes, I do.
He is a whiner. Oh, she never texts me back. I'm going to bill her for her food. What a fucking pussy.
Okay, I see that part of it too. But at the same time, do I know what this guy is mentally? No. But I kind of respect what he's doing in a way. I really do.
Are you talking about equality here?
No, well, yes and no. Like, I really don't know how to say this.
So I want to give my piece.
I like that he did this. I really do.
He looks like a jackass.
I agree with...
It makes her look like a jackass for not texting back.
Thousands of girls do that.
Bring the stigma out then.
I agree that she should have said, hey, I appreciate the date. I'm not interested. She should have done that.
Yes, he was a gentleman and paid. She should be a lady and say, no, I was not interested. I'm sorry. So who's the jackass?
He's the jackass.
Well, they're both at fault here. Let me say my piece.
Okay.
They're both at fault here because she should have been chivalrous enough to at least talk back.
If you're going to date, you need to have the guts to say, no, thank you.
And she didn't.
I'm not interested if the date doesn't work.
And she didn't. That's my problem there. If she would have said something...
She got a free meal out of it.
Right. And hold on a second here. I have a couple parts to say here. Alex, when we were in high school, we took a break.
Yes.
You went on a date with a guy.
Sure did.
And you made him buy everything.
Did I make him? No.
No, you said I wanted popcorn and pop and this and that. He bought you movie tickets. He drove you. You took advantage of him. You are a hypocrite.
Josh.
What?
Hey, I got something to tell you.
What?
I was 14.
Okay. No, you were 15.
Hey,
I was 14 or 15, and I was made to go out on this date that I did not want to go on.
Okay.
Still, you're old enough to date. That doesn't exempt you from the rules.
Right. I mean, you both have good points. Hold on here. Don't before you
keep going.
So, the internet is on both people's sides. She had to block her Twitter. Like, she had to remove it from public because people were harassing her for
God.
posting this. I mean, it's trending. It's going to happen.
It brings up a hot subject.
And people are saying...
Yes, I haven't dated because Josh is the only person I've ever dated, but I also know the rules. Like I said, I think guys have a... You guys get shit on. You guys automatically, because you're a guy and you're taking a girl out, that you expect to have to pay for the whole bill. There are some guys that if I was out on a date with a guy and I offered to pay my bill, if he said no, I'd take it as a cool thing, but I also wouldn't get offended if he said, no, that's fine, you can pay for your bill.
I wasn't done.
Let the man talk.
Go ahead.
Okay. Don't go on a fancy date like that for your first date. Go to a place where you two can pay for yourselves. Like, go mini golfing, go karting, go where you can support each other with a payment. Go to Crazy Pins, go to Dave & Buster's.
I think you guys are missing the point.
No, I'm saying don't take that risk on your first date. Don't take them to the most fanciest place. Do that for your third or fourth
That wasn't
or fifth.
that fancy. I'm saying out of
$40 on a 2-people dinner is not fancy.
It's not fancy.
That's her own bill.
I understand that. It's not that. Yes, it's expensive, but at the same time, for me, I'm just saying that's a lot of money. That's really not that much for a date.
But I'm just saying, like, go somewhere you can go Dutch. Is the phrase. Go Dutch on this where you both can...
I don't think he's complaining about the money. I think he's trying to call her out.
Okay.
That is my point.
Why does he have to bill her in calling her out?
He didn't post this. She did.
No, he didn't mean to call her out publicly. It was, hey, this is what you make me look like. I'm just taking you out on a nice. See, that's what I'm trying to say. He's trying to say, hey,
I'm not taking both of your sides.
Maybe it's because I've been rejected, and it's just part of dating.
I don't think that you should accept that, though.
Why? It's part of dating.
That is a stigma.
You're not gonna You're not gonna marry the first girl you go on a date with.
Oh, well, okay, you got a free meal out of it, or whatever we did, I just went ahead and paid for. At least I was the gentleman out of it. I think everybody should take a stand and say, hey, I did this. I was a nice person. He's calling her out. I highly doubt he's complaining over $40. He's just doing something to say, hey, you were a bitch. That's what I think is going on.
You think he's
calling her out?
Never expected her to pay the bill that he sent her?
Yes.
Because she didn't have the decency to text her back, he's in the right.
Yes.
Okay. That's her view.
I want people to I want people to comment. What do you think? I want to know their side, our listeners. I want to know your guys' side. Anything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You give me your response. I would like to know. Guy, girl, whatever. I could be totally wrong and he could be a dick and is just doing that. But that is where, if I was in his head, that's what I think he's coming from. Okay. That's what it looks like to me. And I support that side of it. If he's being a dick, no, I don't support it.
Let's move on.
But anyways, so Alex, you want to plug your Twitch?
Here, boom. I plugged it.
I
get it. Yeah, so I've been really good this last week about being on Twitch, and I've got a lot of followers. So
like you're telling your parents.
I've been really good
about being on it.
I've been doing very well.
No, so I've been doing very well on Twitch the last week and getting on and really letting you guys know when I'm going to be on. I will let you guys know as soon as possible when I develop a schedule. But I've been having a lot of fun interacting with you guys, and I've had a lot of interaction. So if you would like to join me, watch out and get notifications from my Twitter, which is @Q_Kitty. And same exact plug for my Twitch is twitch.tv/Q_Kitty, and that's KUTE_KITTI. And you can join me, and I'll chat with you while I'm playing video games.
You've actually just gotten some views on your most recent Twitch stream.
Oh.
So
thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
And I know some of them are you guys that are listening. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Got to keep her company while she does that. And oh my God. Now blow your
Don't put those in your mouth.
Well, one of them was
I'm
in
not
Brett's
even
mouth.
I'm not even going to touch them now.
So make sure if you watch our
they
highlight
were up
videos,
her nose for our audio listeners.
Yeah. So remember, if you like what you're watching and you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe. So we're two.
Happy birthday to us.
Yes, happy birthday to us. Bye, guys. See you next week.
Bye.